Hey guys, how you doing? Hey, in this video, we're going to talk about whether having a pool at your home increases the value or allows you to sell that pool for more. But before we get into that, let's cover a couple of administrative items. First of all, guys, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, we'd love the opportunity to talk with you. Please look around the screen. My number is going to appear somewhere on here. Number two, if you're somebody who keeps updated on the real estate market, guys, again, look around the screen. Our subscribe button is there. Please subscribe to our channel. And finally, comment below. Let us know how we're doing, and also let us know if you have any questions. Now, again, in this video, we're going to be talking about whether a pool actually adds value to your home, and you can sell your home for more when you actually have a pool. But before we get into that, let's talk about some of the experiences of some of the things that you basically got to pay for when you have a pool. With a pool, you're going to have weekly maintenance on the pool. So somebody's going to have to come clean the pool, balance the chemicals and so forth on a weekly basis. Then you've got to think about monthly and quarterly things like cleaning the filters and so forth, and those are going to be costly. So you've got this month or weekly expense for that cleaning, and then it adds into a monthly or quarterly expense depending on the size of your filter and things, you know. Also, you've got some additional cost from things like higher insurance, higher homeowners insurance because you have a pool. Also, some things you got to think about is your utility bills, water bill, your gas bill, if you've got a heater that's not solar on the pool, also electrical costs. So you've got some reoccurring costs that are going to happen on a regular basis where it makes having a pool just a little more expensive. The other things to think about is repairs that may come up, one-time repairs that may come up on a pool. If a pump goes out in the pool, it could be $1,500. If you have to replaster your pool, which you have to do about every 20 years, that could be $15,000 to $20,000. If you've got a pool insert and you've got to replace that insert, you're looking at about $10,000, and that could be anywhere from 10 to 15 years. So you do have some additional cost when dealing with a pool. Now, again, we want to ask the question is, does a pool really add value to your home? Let's consider one thing, and here's a bit of an analogy for you. One thing I've never seen is an investor who is flipping a home add a pool as part of their upgrade. I've never seen it in my career. Now, this is probably a strong statement for the cost of installing a pool and also the return on investment. You know, investors may be seeing that installing a pool just doesn't give them the type of return on investment they want to have when flipping a home. Now, the other thing we're thinking about, if you're selling your home and you own a pool, you're going to have fewer buyers because there are fewer people who actually want a pool, so you're going to have fewer buyers there. Now, you got to think fewer buyers, that's going to affect the demand for your home and reduce the price, but we don't see that. And the reason we don't see that is because there are fewer homes with pools that are selling, consequently fewer buyers. That keeps the demand up for pools. Now, one of the things we want to do is take a look at the first slide here. Now, when you see the slide, the top portion of the slide is really looking at three cities, Concord, Martinez, and Pleasant Hill, and we're looking at the average price of homes with pools versus the average price of homes without pools. Now, again, on this upper portion, we see that in Concord, homes with pools sell for about 20% more. Martinez, homes with pools sell for about 32% more, and in Pleasant Hills, homes with pools sell for about 14% more. Let's take a look down below now, and let's take a look at square footage of the homes. And one of the things we see is that homes with pools tend to be larger homes, more living space in those homes. In the city of Concord, they're about 18%. In the city of Martinez, about 30%. And the city of Pleasant Hill, homes with pools are about 17% larger. Now, you're probably getting the idea that we're going to present the thought in this video that maybe homes with pools are more expensive or they cost more, not because they have pools, but because they're larger homes. Let's get in and talk a little bit about that. Now, one of the key drivers of value for your home is living space, the size of your home or square footage. And we see this with the numbers with the pools. We see that the larger living space results in a higher price for your home. The number one driver of value is location, location, location. Number two could be square footage, it could be condition of the home, depending on the neighborhood and so forth. There's other factors that come into play that may affect, and again, in this video, we're simply going to talk about square footage versus pool or living space, but there could be other factors. You know, for instance, homes with pools could have larger lots. I didn't look at that. Homes with pools could be concentrated in more pricey neighborhoods. Consequently, in those those homes with pools and pricier neighborhoods sell for more. It could be dependent on the features of the home, of the pool itself. So, for instance, a plaster pool could be more than a pool insert. It could be something regarding the size of the pool, so a bigger pool results in higher value. So there could be other factors other than just living space or the square footage in the home that's affecting the price, So those are a couple things to consider. Now, let's go to the next slide, and within this slide, what we're doing is we're really looking at homes that are about the same size. Again, in the upper part of the slide, you see we're comparing those three cities, Concord, Pleasant Hill, Martinez. And one of the things we're doing is we're looking at homes that are just about the same size. Now, we couldn't get exactly the same size, but they're just about the same. In Concord, the homes with pools are about 1% bigger that we're comparing. In Martinez, again, homes with pools about 1% bigger. And in Pleasant Hill, the homes with pools are about 1% smaller. So what we see here in Concord, homes with pools still are about 8% more. Now, the homes with pools, they're about 1% bigger, and their price is 1% more in the city of Martinez, So that makes a strong argument for square footage being the driver of this value versus the pool itself. Again, and as we look at Pleasant Hill, we see that the homes with pools are 3% smaller, and they sell for 3% less. Again, that's another strong piece of evidence saying that maybe it's more about square footage and living space versus the pool itself. Now, if we go back up to the city of Concord, we see it's 8%. Homes with pools tend to sell for about 8% more. These homes that we're comparing right now, they are about 1% bigger. Now, the other cost, which is, the 8% is about $63,000. There could be other factors, some of the things we listed here. Lot sizes could be bigger. Could be the neighborhoods that they're located in. Could be something about the buyers of pools. We could have stronger buyers that are buying homes with pools. Consequently, we've got more competitive environment for homes with pools. So those are a couple things to consider. Now, all these cities we're considering right now, Pleasant Hill, Martinez, Concord, are diverse cities, and they're not necessarily known as luxury neighborhoods. They may have some neighborhoods that are luxury, but they're not necessarily all luxury neighborhoods. So let's take a look at a city that's more considered a luxury, a city that has more luxury neighborhoods and stuff. So in this next slide, we're going to take a look at the city of Danville. Now, the slides up here, we see homes with pools in the city of Danville sell for over $2.8 million on average, and that's in the last 12 months. Homes without pool were about a little over $2.1 million. Now, that's a 33% difference. So homes with pools sold for 33% more. But if you look at the bottom part of the slide, we see that homes with pools are 33% larger than homes without pools. And that makes a strong argument that maybe instead of the pool, that the that the size of the home is driving the price versus the pool itself. Now let's take a look at one more slide here, and within this slide, we're looking at again homes that are about the same size with and without pools. When we compare those, we actually, and we get within 1%, we see that the homes are with pools are about 1% larger. And when we start comparing average price, we see that the home in this size range is about almost 2.3 million if it has a pool, and it's a little over 1.1 million if it doesn't have a pool. So there's about a 9% difference. The homes with pools are about 9% more. But one of the things, guys, to think about in this situation is the other factors we talked about. Is the neighborhood influencing that? Is the size of the lot influencing that? The pools tend to have home lots with larger lots, and that's what's causing this increase in price. There's some factors we didn't consider in here. One of the things also, we go back and we see the city of Concord adding a swimming pool adds about 8% more in the sale price. One of the things, I did some research a couple years back, and what we found is by staging a home in Concord, you got 16% increase in your price, where a pool adds about $63,000 or a little under $63,000. Adding or staging your home would add about $129,000. So when you start comparing pool, adding $63,000 worth of value, pool adding, staging adding $129,000 worth of value. Staging your home is going to cost about $3,000, where adding a pool could be over $100,000, approaching $200,000 in case, just depending on the type of pool you add. Again, if you're somebody who keeps updated on the real estate market, guys, look around the screen. A subscribe button is there. Please subscribe to our channel. Also, comment below. Love to hear from you. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if you have any questions, okay? And finally, guys, if you're looking to buy or sell a home, we love the opportunity to talk with you. Look around the screen. My number is going to pop up here. Give us a call. Hey, guys, again, thank you so much. Appreciate your time. Bye-bye.